Hey everyone, this is Judi with JLBCrafts. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, thank you so much for giving me a try. In this video, I thought I would hop on and just let you know, as you can see here, what my lineup's going to be for 2023, because I do have some changes coming to my channel for 2023. So after I know some of you are going to be really sad to hear this, but after 2 full years of every single week doing a hand lettering tutorial video on Sundays, I am going to hang up my teacher's hat there. Those 2 years of videos are not going to go anywhere. They will always be available. You'll just have to ship the date by 1 day. So don't worry, those won't go anywhere. I wasn't going to continue the Big Love Letters Challenge words because you have 2 years worth of challenges that you can use. So, but let me know if that's something you'd want to follow along with, just to have the words. I could think about still doing that. Anyway, okay, so new. I have for a long time wanted to do something with a skinny classic. Not a mini, but a skinny. I just think, but I have no need for an on-the-go planner, which I know most folks use this as an on-the-go planner. So I've been racking my brain, and I finally decided what I'm going to do is use this as a how do I say this? A workflow planner. So a lot of my stuff, like what actual day I do my manicure, like it's more going to be like an action log. So for those of you that watch my catch-all videos, you know I stick a manicure sticker on the first half of the week and a manicure sticker on the second half of the week. But you know, I might stick the sticker on a Monday and I don't actually get around to doing the manicure until Wednesday. And there's not really a way for me to indicate that in my planner. That's more for capturing what nail polish did I use, so that when you all want to know what nail polish is that's really cool, I can go back and find that piece of information. So, but I want to, same thing with my social media where I use my dashboard planner. I have the list of videos I want to record and edit and upload. And I make sure I get them done before the video needs to post. But as far as like what day does the work actually happen, I don't really have a way of denoting that. So I thought what I would do is just use, for now, that's the best idea I've come up with as a way to use this horizontal planner. Plus, since it is a classic size, I can actually take the sheet out and just keep it in my main planner as I'm filling it out, and then move it back to here so I have it for higher level reference further out. So that is going to be going on one of my days. I don't know what day yet. I am going to still be doing horizontal layouts on Thursdays. Thoughtful Thursday is my horizontal layout day. I have all the layouts from this year already decorated, so I think I will probably do Sunday as a lettering day, and maybe I'll letter in both this new layout for this year and last year's layout. But I absolutely am going to letter those layouts. Maybe there'll be reels on Instagram. I don't know yet, because I'm not sure how I would do an entire video just quietly me lettering. So I will be doing horizontals for hand lettered inspirational quotes. I do not want to stop hand lettering, because then my skills will get rusty and I'll have 2 years worth of work down the drain. So by committing to doing this with you all, that will keep me actually doing it. So there you go. You all have your assignment to help keep me accountable to actually doing some hand lettering every week. Next, I will be using, so this says vertical, but it's got the dark tab. So this gets a little confusing. In my dashboard planner, I like to insert a pair of pages in between the end of the calendar. So I use the calendar view in my dashboard. Well, let me just show you. Let's just show you what I'm actually doing, because I'm actually going to keep this part the same. So in my dashboard planner, I use my calendar view for what video is posting what day. And then I like to turn from the calendar to my challenge tracker pages. I want to continue doing that. And then I like to go from my challenge tracker pages to my first spread. So I am going to do that. I have had so much fun replacing the pages in my monthly view that I am going to do that. I have decided I'm going to do that every week, every month next year. I am going to replace the monthly pages, because then what that does is it gives me the place to insert 2 additional pages so that my planner flows the way I want it to. So I turn from calendar to challenge tracker to first week spread. So in order to make that happen, I'm going to take these dividers and I'm going to replace the calendar pages, and then I'm going to have on the back side of the calendar pages, I will have my challenge tracker pages. And then for the actual dashboard pages themselves, I wanted to share with you some fun ideas that I came across when I was making the rounds of the craft stores. So I have a ton of dashboard options. I have this one, but I actually kind of decided to return this one to Michael's or Joann's, wherever I got it. I mean, here's why. I do love these, and I do love this, but the dots, the florals on every single page, the fact that this changes color every month, and I would need to either completely cover it up or match the color. I know myself, I have so many dashboard planners sitting on my shelf from past years unused because I just didn't want to deal with all of that. So this is probably going back to Joann's. And here's a big reason why. I got this one super cheap. It is an 18-month, and by the time I got it, it was already partially expired. So I have these pages then. So I could go ahead and use this, but I'm not a parent. I'm not a mom. I don't like these dashboards. I don't need these dashboards. So what I can do is just take the pages here and use them as my dashboard. So I'll have calendar, colored pages calendar on those other days, and then I will have my challenge trackers, and then I will have my 4 or 5 weeks of dashboard pages. So that's my plan for my dashboard. Also, though, I wanted to show you all. So you all know these are both from Joann's as well. This is the Maggie Holmes Day to Day, and this is the Park Lane, and they both have dashboard layouts, and they are so fun. So I don't really care for the dividers, and these are both undated, so I went ahead and got them both, and here's why. Undated, right? So I could, Monday's in the right place for Monday. All they did was put Sunday here and notes here. So I could easily bring Sunday down here and put my video listing up here. It would not be a big deal. They've got the 2 big to-do lists that I could easily cover up. I could easily cover up weekly goals, but then it's got 3 habit trackers right there. And you all know I pretty much every single week need 3 habit trackers. Sometimes I need 4, but there's 3. The only problem is it starts with Sunday, but I could easily put washi tape over that or cover that up. So I just wanted to show you this one. This is a great, oh, and it looks like it's missing a page. Is it missing a page? I don't know. Interesting. Okay. Anyway, there's the other half of that calendar. Yeah, I think it's missing a page. I think somebody must have purchased this and returned it and pulled pages out of it. Yeah, because it's missing a page. Anyway, I wasn't planning on using the monthly pages anyway. And then here's the one from Park Lane. So again, dashboard layout. The tabs are okay. Noticing these tabs are both double-sided, right? And it is, again, undated. But here, again, now it's got blue. Every week it's got blue. So I don't really care for that. But here they've got, it's laid out just like a happy planner. So absolutely I could use this. So I went ahead and got these, A, because they were on sale. B, because they were undated. and see, because I like having options and different layouts and things. So these can sit on my shelf, and I can pull these pages and use them here and there for various weeks whenever I want, and they will never be out of date. I'll never need to redate them. So there are a couple additional dashboard options for you all to consider. And then finally, my 2 vertical planners. So for my wellness and fitness, I've already discussed the fact that I'm absolutely going to use Baker Lane Studios printable for that. And I have not printed any of those yet. I haven't recorded that video, but I am going to use, so again, here's another 18-monther that I got super cheap because it was already, you know, a lot of it wasn't usable. So I'm going to use these these tabs because I like botanicals, I like florals, I like bright in my wellness and fitness planner. I just like the serene vibes that it gives me. I almost got the adventure planner, but I decided, since this one was so cheap and I wasn't going to actually use the pages anyway, I decided to go ahead and get this one for the tabs and the calendar. And so what I can do then is keep these calendar pages, print the Baker Lane Studio pages for here, and just Frankenplan that first one together each month. So that's what I'm going to do for that. And then for my my catch-all planner, I've used the cat planner that they had 2 years in a row. Modern Meow this year, and Cat Lady, I think it was, last year. And they came out with a pet one, but it wasn't a cat specific one. Plus, I like to get seasonal in my catch-all planner. So what I'm planning on doing for that is I will probably use the here's another really fun thing I wanted to show you. So I need vertical pages and some kind of tab. So what I can do is take the tabs here from, for example, I never will use the parent ones. I don't need them. So what I can do is pick graphics that I like, seasonal graphics, animal graphics, anything off of the internet, graphics that I like. I need 12. Print them out, trim them up, and stick them over top of this. And then I will have the normal monthly tab, and I can make them seasonal if I want. Like this would make a great December one, or January, or even November, because a lot of people, us included, we get our Christmas tree the day after Thanksgiving and put it up. So this could absolutely be November, for example. And I don't need extra heavy, thick cardstock because I'm going to tape it right to one of these. So now, I already said this is a dashboard layout, right? I want these pages for my dashboard, which means this half of the calendar page goes away because I need that page, right? But if you look, this is something neat Happy Planner has started doing. Or, for example, this one. I don't plan on using these vertical pages. I want the tabs because I want them to be my monthly dividers for my wellness and fitness planner. And then this one, for example, I'm going to use these tabs for my social media planner, but I don't need the calendar page, right? So, but look at these calendar pages are exactly the same. Let me get to April on both. So that is one advantage to Happy Planner making all of these exactly the same. You can interchange as much as you want the weeks with the tabs. So again, these tabs are going to be for my dashboard planner, and then I can choose either these days or these days. They're all vertical, and that can be then Frankenplan together with my graphics that I'm going to print myself to give me a seasonal vertical layout for my my catch-all planner. So like I said, I plan at this point to cover these tabs with this, because my catch-all planner also is the other place where I want the actual holidays on, because that's where I follow the holidays. So if you only, like, if you don't need the holidays in your work planner, that gives you a lot more leeway as far as doing your own calendar pages. You can purchase calendar pages, predated calendar pages from someone like Baker Lane Studio, which I will put a link. If you sign up for her no spam newsletter, you can get 20% off her all of her digital downloads. She's got monthlies, she's got the wellness one that I'm going to use, she's got dashboards, she's got different sizes. So check that out, because that'll give you a lot of flexibility as far as creating your own planner. I've heard a lot of people talking about how they just couldn't find something that they liked. So that gives you ultimate flexibility there. So that is my plan for 2023. I wanted to go ahead and cover that really quick before I did my move-in video, so that I would have most of that out there for you, and we could focus more on the moving in for December, because I need my January in, my December move in. So there we go. I hope you like this video. Let me know if you want more detail on any of the steps, and I'll throw together another video for you as far as working with the different files and whatnot. But otherwise, yeah, that's my plan. So I hope you like this video. If you do, please help me out growing my YouTube channel by liking, subscribing, thumbs up, drop me a smiley face, drop me, a heart, whatever it is. All of those interactions help me with the YouTube algorithm and help me grow my channel. Thank you.